Welcome to Crispy Kitchen. So today we will see how to make this very soft and fluffy 1 kg sponge cake which is suitable for any kind of frosting. So let's go. So we are using 4 medium sized eggs here. So always make sure your eggs are at room temperature and we'll start whisking them. I'll start whisking them on medium speed. So we'll add our vanilla essence also along. We'll continue whisking for about 2 minutes until it turns frothy. So I have turned to high speed now. And once it starts turning frothy like this, we'll start adding our sugar. So I'm adding about 1 cup of powdered sugar. Add it gradually and keep whisking it on high speed until you get a pale and fluffy batter. After which we'll stop the mixer and add about 3 tablespoons of cooking oil. So use any odorless cooking oil. And now after you add oil, just run the mixer on low speed for about 30 seconds. So here I have 1 cup of all-purpose flour, to which I'm adding 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and we'll sift these ingredients for at least 3 times. Now we'll slowly turn the mixer on low speed and we'll start adding our flour, alternated by 1/4 cup of milk. So always remember to start with flour and end with flour. Alternatively, you can also use a spatula to fold in the flour instead of the mixer. If you are a beginner, I would suggest using a spatula to fold in the flour instead of using the mixer. So now you can see we have a very soft and creamy batter here. So if there are any lumps, just break it using the spatula. So here I have an 8-inch cake tin which I have greased and lined with parchment paper and cooking oil. Meanwhile, preheat your oven at 170 degrees C for about 10 minutes. You can actually start preheating your oven once you have finished whisking your eggs. That way you can avoid keeping your cake batter outside for a long time. So now after preparing the batter, just tap the tin. This helps get rid of any air bubbles. You can also bake it in 2 6-inch tins if you want a tall cake. So we'll bake it at 170 degrees C for about 30 to 35 minutes. So now it's done. So now you can see we have a very nice and fluffy sponge cake. So we'll let it cool on a wire rack. So once it's cool, you can do your frosting and decoration. Enjoy!